When Nick decided to ask me for my blessing to marry Dana, he did it by challenging me to a racquetball game. And I've been playing for a little bit, and so what I didn't know, I inadvertently kind of messed him up because I kept canceling. And I didn't realize what he was going to do, and I was putting him through hell so that he could ask me. But when he did ask, I was surprised, like any father would be, but I was more surprised that he thought he could beat me. But I'm thrilled to have Nick in the family. He's a great kid. He's everything I could have asked for. He's a gentleman, and he's just the real deal. And for that, I want to thank Dane and Dave Engel for raising such a good kid. Just a good guy. He's a gentleman. He's a man's man, and I couldn't ask for a better son-in-law. I also want to thank Liz, my wife, and Dana's mother. Liz is the heart and soul of our family. The passion you see from Dana comes from Liz. So thank you. I love you. Thank you. Neither Dave, Dana, Liz, nor myself would have been able to raise these kids if we weren't raised by the best. So I want to give a round of applause to Francis and Diane Oliosi, Nick's grandparents, and Joyce Martin, Dana's grandmother. This is kind of life imitating life. When my kids were little, they used to have a disagreement, Dana and Dylan, if you can imagine that. I would resolve it by having a trial where both sides would present their story to me, who was judge and jury. And Dana would present a well-articulated, very clear, clean, concise case. And so I should have known then that Dana would have become a lawyer, but I didn't. When I think back of the 25 years with Dana, what I keep coming back to are the times we used to talk, and Dana and I would talk for hours when we were driving to Michigan, whether it's Sister Lakes or East Lansing or wherever we were going. She and I would have conversations that would last hours. As recently as 2 years ago, we'd be a Saturday morning, we'd just talk about anything. And what I learned is that she taught more than I taught. I learned more from her than I could have ever taught. She shows love and compassion for everyone. She judges nobody. I couldn't imagine being prouder of the woman Dana has become. Dana is a gift I didn't deserve. That's kind of the only thing I could summarize with. She made being a father very easy. She seems to know the right thing to do and to calm down and wait for me to calm down before I apply reason. But now, one might think that as a father, I led a charmed life. I think all of you know me, and you know I have 2 kids, so it's safe to say I didn't lead a charmed life entirely. But, today marriage is a holy sacrament, and Dana and Nick take this very seriously. They clearly adore each other and are completely committed to their lives together. They have each other's backs, and they will for always. So please, raise your glass, and this is to the Engels, Nick and my Dana.
All right, everybody, thank you for coming. I'd like to say a blessing, so if we could bow our heads so I can say the blessing. May love, blessings, honor, and respect shine through your wedding day and forever. May God fill your life with health and happiness. Bless the food before us, our family and friends beside us and above us, and the evening ahead of us. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. When Dana first asked me to be her maid of honor, I thought the most nerve-wracking part would be the speech, but managing your veil was definitely up there today. Oh my God. I hope everyone's having the best night celebrating the newlyweds. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amanda, and I know Dana from college. I met Dana while running cross country at St. Xavier, and we instantly bonded over our love of all things glittery, friends-related, and headbands. For the past 6 years, I have been so lucky to have Dana as my best friend. She has been my cheerleader, confidant, and partner in crime. Dana is brilliant, humble, hardworking, loving, driven, and beautiful inside and out. I've witnessed firsthand that Dana is nothing short of a spectacular friend to all those around her, constantly bringing out the best in others and always seeing the good in all those around her. I can hardly remember a time when Dana hasn't been there for me. We've lived a lot of memories together, from watching Dana bawl her eyes out at the Britney Spears concert to the dangers of glamping with our cross-country team to the hot dog bandit in Nashville to countless glasses of red wine to infamous birthday celebrations to cheering each other across finish lines and graduation stages. Dana is the Monica to my Rachel, and a constant reminder that it's not what you have, but who you have in life. Now, Nick. I may be biased, but I think you have the best taste in wives. I know when you met Dana, you probably didn't think you'd be signing up for a group of extra sisters to watch out for. But I think I can speak for a lot of people in this room when I say all the nice things you do for us don't go unnoticed. Nick is selfless and thoughtful. There have been plenty of mornings when Nick has come home after working a 12-hour overnight shift to find a group of girls sleeping in his bed. Instead of waking us up and kicking us out of his bed, as most people would do, he just goes and sleeps on the couch without any complaints. He's the kind of friend who always shows up and is always willing to lend a helping hand. The thing I admire most about Nick is he always does whatever he can to make sure Dana has fun and is happy and relaxed. I've never known Dana without Nick, but I know that neither of them would be their best self without the other. So many of Dana and Nick's friends admire their relationship because they bring out the best in one another. It's impossible not to see the love, respect, and genuine friendship between the two of them. The two of them are also great at compromising. Dana loves cats. Nick hates cats. So they compromised, and they now have a cat. And we all know Nick is the best cat dad to Toby. Also, Nick is an extremely neat person. Now, every woman in the room knows it's hard to be neat when you're a girl and you're getting ready. So, again, they compromise, and Nick now just steps over all of Dana's clothes scattered throughout their bedroom floor. Dana and Nick, I hope your life is filled with nothing but laughter, joy, jukeboxes playing Baton Rouge, and an endless supply of tacos from Jalisco. Everybody, please raise a glass and join me in toasting the Angles. Cheers!
How about a round of applause for the Ingalls, for the Martins, for helping us put on this great event today? Really quick. Come on, come on. Liz and Dana, you both look stunning tonight, truly. And speaking of gorgeous, how about the bridal party here, right here? Honestly, I don't know about the other groomsmen here, but we are beyond lucky to have walked up that altar with all of these bridesmaids tonight. Truly a great job. One more quick round of applause for them. And lastly, but certainly not least, round of applause to all of you here tonight. Round of applause for all of you, the friends and family, the familiar faces that have come out to see Dana and Nick tonight, and to celebrate such an astonishing moment in their lives, in all of our lives. This is amazing. Cheers to you all. So I'm going to go into a couple quick stories on how Nick and I first met and our relationship, you know. Freshman year homeroom, Kelly Creighton. Now, you know, freshmen, we're kind of the weirdest bunch out there. We're awkward, we're a little nervous. It's a really exciting time in our lives. And we walk into Kelly Creighton's class, first day, 2008, and Nick's sitting right behind me. My last name's D, his last name's E. And we have these two really odd individuals sitting next to us. The one in the back is petting the kid's head right in front of him, ever so slightly, you know. Kind of weird. And I look at Nick and I said, you know, what the heck is going on here? Is this what high school is like? And he goes, you know what, man? I have no idea what's going on here. My name's Nick, and I promise you one thing, I will never do that to you. We've honestly been best friends ever since. Now, we've had a unique friendship over the years, always bonding over different things, from high school sports to Zach Brown Band to food, and now we love food, let me tell you that. To careers, to goals, ambitions, and of course, what does every teenage boy obsess over? Girls. The key word here, though, is friendship. I gave Nick a call last week, and I said, you know, you want me to speak at your wedding, and I don't want to not include anything you don't want to include, but talk to me here. What are a couple of your favorite things of our friendship that you can remember? He paused for a second, and he said, you know what? I'm not really sure. Let me get back to you on that. So, hold that thought. I want to walk you through a couple of our favorite times, my personal favorite times. Honestly, all-time favorite was the first day of senior year of high school. Nick and I sat next to each other during lunch. And it's the first day of class, and Nick just walks in smiling ear to ear. And I'm thinking to myself, it's the first day of school, man. What are you so happy about? You know? Not only is it the first day of school, it's the last day of summer, and this is the first day of the end. This is our senior year. This is our last shot to be together and to have a good time and whatnot. And he stops me and he says, I think you need to sit down, Jake. He goes, I got some big news for you. All right, Nick, hit me. What do you got? He goes, I have a girlfriend. I said, no way. Who is that? And he goes, Dana. It's Dana. I said, what? Dana? I said, are you kidding me? I said, that's a college girl. We're in high school. I was like, you're way out of your league, man. You know? And let me take a step back before I continue with the story. This was the first real relationship that Nick and I had ever encountered. And now, Nick and I were a package deal, of course, so Dana was getting both of us. But, no, sincerely, that was the first relationship. And, yeah, I was a little jealous that my partner in crime for the 4 years of high school, and, you know, I'd have to share him with a girl, but I could not have been more excited for the kid. That was over 7 years ago to this day. Over 7 years, seriously. And not one day has gone by where Nick and Dana have not included me as part of their group. Not one day. Always inclusive, and I think I speak for everybody else at this table when I say the exact same thing. Those two are a package deal for everybody, so sorry if you're going to go on a dinner date or what, but I truly thank them for that right there. The inclusion, the friendship. And, you know, I skipped a part in my speech, but the whole theme of this is friendship. Now, my second favorite memory of Nick and Dana, it's actually two parts. I'm going to break it down real quick. Nick asked me to tell his Tim McGraw story, but I'm not going to tell it, I promise. I will be at the bar after this speech right there, and if everyone wants to know it, you can find me there. So Nick and Dana made the long trip down to Butler University, where I played college football, to watch me play on two different occasions. The first occasion when I was a freshman. These were the two most important times in my athletic career ever. My first game and my last. My first game, and again, I'll take a step back and I'll give you a little bit about me. I was not an All-American quarterback. I was not an All-Conference linebacker by any means. I was a role player. And I was extremely passionate about the game. I loved playing. And honestly, my only role was to get there, was to put pads on, put a jersey on, go through warm-ups, and sit on the sidelines. Nick and Dana still made that trip down to see me. That was amazing. I've never really thanked them for that, and I want to do that right now. The second, slightly different story. My last college game ever. Nick and Dana made the ride down, and I really want to go into detail about the weekend and everything we did. And let me tell you, we rocked Indianapolis and we had a great time, but I can't give you the details because after we found out about the $8 buckets of Coors Light and the $2 double Vegas bombs, they're kind of out there. But the coolest part of that story is Dana and Nick took the long trip down to Indy twice. Yeah, to support me, but the most important thing is they were so ingrained in coming to meet my friends, to meet my people, to live in my community, to visit my school, to have fun with me, and to have the whole entire experience of Butler. And that was something I was very passionate about, and that's something that they came down to see me and to experience me with. I've never really thanked you guys for that, and I want to do it right now. Thank you. You know, those are a couple of big memories in my mind that will last a lifetime. Thoughts that are always going to make me smile. Thoughts that are always going to make me laugh. But back to that call I had with you last week. I was driving down 294 South, and I called you, and you know, what are a couple of the big times that you and I have had together? And I've been really thinking about that all week, and when I've been writing the speech and playing it over and over in my head, what are the big times that him and I have had together? And there's a lot. But to be honest with you, it's not about the big times that we've had together. It's about the little ones, all those times in between. It's about the nights out, wasted time cruising the Malibu, jamming out the Zac Brown Band. It's about the countless nights spent at Pie parking lot, dreaming about the future. All the games attended, the nights at the cottage, all the burgers and brats grilled, and there were a lot. The time spent running for the train downtown because we were late. All the beers drank at Riley's daughter. I swear we should have bought stock in that place. All the concerts attended. All the nights where all we had was a car, a radio, and a lot of time to waste. And we wasted a lot of time. But none of the time spent together was ever wasted. Dana, this is my best friend right here. Take care of him. Nick, I wasn't lying. She's out of your league. You really hit the jackpot here, brother. Don't mess it up, and I know you won't. Today was a huge step for both of you. You're now husband and wife, and I personally hope to share with somebody someday what you guys both have. But don't forget where this all came from, the friendship that you both shared. I want to thank you both for showing me the meaning of friendship. I want to thank you both for sharing me the meaning of love. All the best wishes in life. All the best wishes in love. Let's cheers to Dana. Let's cheers to Nick. Let's cheers to their life together and ahead. Salute.
Hi, everybody. Good to see everyone. Firstly, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming out and celebrating this day with Dan and I. It means so much that everyone took the time out of their busy schedules to come out tonight, so thank you. I'm so incredibly fortunate to now officially be a part of these two amazing families, even though since day one, you guys have showed me nothing but love and support. Whether it's Uncle Dave's pool parties or weekends spent up at the cottage in Michigan, I've had some of the best memories of my life surrounded by Dana's family, and I appreciate you all very much. I need to thank Dana, my new wife, for spending countless hours planning this wedding. Dana's always joked that she's been planning this wedding since she was 14 years old. But after seeing all the details and effort that she's put into this, I now realize that she wasn't kidding at all. I also need to recognize our parents for getting us to this day, from the engagement party, wedding shower, rehearsal dinner, and everything in between. Dan and I both really appreciate all the help that we've received from you guys, and I mean this seriously when I say that we couldn't have done it without you. Lastly, thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Martin for bringing such an amazing person into this world. You guys have been the best in-laws that I could possibly imagine, and I cherish all the fun memories we've had together. You've got me through some of my toughest days and become some of my best friends. I'm so lucky to have you guys. Thank you again, everyone, for coming out and celebrating. Cheers to you guys.